Okay, I don't know how to formulate words. I've tried to fucking video this so many times. This is to answer your question of how I quit vaping. I put it into 6 points, so I'm just gonna go through the list as fast as possible and try not to over-explain myself. Okay, to start off the bat, number 1, relapse is part of the recovery journey. So if you relapse while you're in your healing process, that's totally valid and normal, and it is completely okay. It is okay to start over again, because at least you're starting over with experience. Progress is progress, no matter how big or small it may look. 2, journaling is a great resource for me because it helped me figure out my pros and cons list for why I actually wanted to quit, what was my reasoning behind it, and figuring out like the habits that I have when consuming it. And I figured out too, like, how many days does it take me before I need to refill the pod. That helped a lot, because then I could figure out how many days do I have to get to for me to save myself from one vape, just one vape. I wasn't trying to think of like a year into the future. I was just thinking, please get me to the next 4 days. 3, I read Alan Carr's Easy Way to Quit Vaping book. Honestly, this helped me a lot, and I didn't even finish the book, and it still did wonders for my brain because it helped change my perspective of how I viewed the vape. And this book actually lets you vape while you read the book, and it encourages it, and it gives you like a specific chapter when it says, okay, this is gonna be your last hit. I never got to that point because I quit the vape before I started reading this book, but this book still helped a lot because it changed my perspective. Because in the beginning I was like, oh, I'm gonna be missing out, what is life gonna be like without my vape? This book helped me change my perspective into shifting, you're feeding this little monster over and over again. The reason why you get so anxiety ridden when you don't have a hit is because your little monster is screaming at you to feed it. So if you stop feeding that monster, eventually they'll die off. 4 is downloading this Quit Vaping app. I think it's literally called Quit Vaping on the App Store. It is an accountability app, but not only that, there's a community who actively posts in the chat going through the same withdrawals that you're going through at the exact same time. In fact, this person started today. That app is great because it's a good resource for if you feel like you're alone in this journey, or you just feel like no one understands what you're going through. They understand what you're going through because they're literally going through the same thing. And then number 5 is family and friends. Just having a good support system all around really helps and keeps you accountable as well. And lastly, number 6 is have faith in yourself and have faith in the journey, because you can do hard things. If you can get yourself through 3 days, 3 weeks, 3 months, you can get yourself through anything.